This is a trend review for Wednesday, the 21st of February, 2024. And I wasn't able to trade early in the morning due to an emergency, a personal issue. So I had to trade later. And I guess it was a good thing because nothing really happened today. I guess I could have made an entry short at the rejection of yesterday's value. Before that, today we have news on Nvidia after market closes or after hours. So I wasn't really expecting the stock to move a lot. We had a really big drop yesterday. So my an original plan for today will be to have a little bit of a pullback to the top side or a run, and then a strong rejection for continuation of the trend that we're in, and that's exactly what happened. But today the pivots were wide, so it was gonna be a little bit of a choppy action, and I was also expecting somewhat of a neutral or normal variation day, and that's what we got today. We got a normal variation. Um, the first 5 minute candle was very well respected for pretty much 2 hours. And after 2 hours, that's when we finally had the breakout. We were making lower highs on the 5 and the 2 minutes, obviously. And we finally broke from yesterday's range. That's when we had the biggest move. It was very spready to the NVIDIA as well. But after I had this breakout, which I didn't have a setup to take, uh, I realized, okay, we're getting a lot of volume, so now the possibility for a reversal is there. So I was watching this price action closely, and I wasn't scared of having trend, the price action to continue to run against me, because it wasn't a trend day. So we did break out from this range, but the market structure was a normal variation. So that means that we're gonna trade between these two areas now. We traded in a bracket, and now we're trading in a second bracket, either higher or lower. And this time is lower. And so I was waiting for a reaction for a strong hammer to play off of. And I made my entry here. I guess I was a little bit scared to make an entry as low as possible. Um, and I guess I hesitated. I waited too long. And I made my entry after the second hammer, which is not too bad. But as soon as I made my entry, as we were attempting to run from 669, we actually dropped like a hammer. And this is after I adjusted my size for this type of volatility. But even then, it just jumped my stop loss uh, by twice the amount, by a full dollar. So I had a dollar stop loss, which will be pretty much almost at the end of this week, because it doesn't really have to go all the way to invalidate it, but 70-80% of the week is not necessary because it pretty much invalidates this rejection. So I made my entry, and it just stopped me out for locally just to max loss, which is 2R for the day. And I guess I was just too afraid to pull the trigger earlier, and it just stopped me out. And it was a nasty stop. And due to my rules of my system, I cannot take another trade live on this day. Um, so that was my only trade live. And after that, if it was a very controlled stop, then I would have been able to get back in again as after noticing this rejection. So I did notice the rejection, the failure to break down from 666.50. So I pulled the trigger again, this time in simulation, my other account. That's not real money, because I'm trying to protect my capital. And it worked out wonderfully. It gave me 4R, um, maybe more if I tried to held longer, but that's just a different story. Took partial to 3 to 1, and then another partial here. And I got out once we formed this hammer and started to lose the 20 moving average. But if I had held for a bit longer, it would have hit my final target as 674.25 for 5 hours on the day, but just ended here at this trade ended up at 4R. So it's very unfortunate, but it is what it is. Um, yeah, so we include the sim trade. It's actually a pretty good day, 2R. Um, but in reality, it's not that much money. Uh, so I'm gonna make this adjustment on the sim. Uh, this is minus 2, but for the day ended up at 2R, which is fine. 1 on 1, 2 trades. I would say 100%. It's not exactly executed with the best of confidence, which cost me. Pre-market planning, respected my schedule. Respect the max loss. It's a bit painful after last week when I tried to when I had a lot of losses. But this week I'm trying to start fresh, new. So these losses just have to bite it, and I have to improve. And on intraday, I guess this were is for reversals, and that will be 2 E trades. We did execute. By this moment, the level 2 and 3 were balanced. Loss, win, -2. And this one was 4R. So, unfortunate, loss, win, -2. So that's a big loss. 4. So, anyways, very unlucky day to be stopped out so roughly, especially after I'm trying to recover with my real account. But it is what it is. At least I proved to myself that I can take good trades. Had I taken this with live, it would have worked. But after losing uh, double the amount in a single trade and hitting max loss, I have to stop. So that's what happened. I guess I could have just eaten the loss here and traded with live and just blame the spread, but still take the 2 trades live. But I decided to just wait another day. Kind of knew that this trade wasn't gonna really be a breakout trade, where I was gonna make up a lot of money. So yeah, that's it for me today. Tomorrow's gonna be interesting. We're gonna be out of balance for sure because Nvidia is gonna close. Is gonna have news, big news. So we're either gonna be up or down. So might be good to trade, but with a smaller size, I think again.